It's 1999. I'm 2 years old. I'm sitting on the carpet of my great-grandma's den in Marietta, Georgia. We'd just come back from McDonald's, and after finishing my chicken nuggets and french fries, I open up my Happy Meal toy. It's a little plastic bag with 12 plastic pieces inside. I've followed the instructions included, and within a few minutes I've built a little boat. That was my first Lego set. Wasn't the best Lego set, or the most popular Lego set, but it was my first, and from that moment on, I was hooked. That was 26 years ago, and my house now is filled with display sets and bins full of little pieces. I love Legos, and I love what they've brought to my life. And this is a podcast meant to celebrate that love. I'm not alone here. There are thousands, maybe millions of people like me, adult fans of Lego, or AFOLs. We've seen this hobby expand into the mainstream, and we've seen sets released that we could have only dreamed about as kids. My name's Eric Crittenden, and this is Clutch Power, a podcast about the ways we love Lego. Episode 0. What is clutch power? And other questions. Question 1. What is clutch power? So Legos are made out of something called ABS plastic. The plastic is melted and then molded into the thousands and thousands of variants of Lego pieces. Take your standard Lego piece, a 2x4 brick, and you'll see it's made out of studs on the top and tubes on the bottom. You put two pieces together, and the tubes wedge in between the studs, creating a pretty firm connection. That's clutch power. But clutch power is also about the stickiness of Lego. I've been obsessed with these things for 26 years now. And while the ways I interact with Lego has changed, my love has not. Whenever I get a wrapped present, I always shake it first, just in case I could hear that telltale rattle of little plastic bricks. Question 2. What is the goal of this show? On this show, I'm going to explore the ways Lego fans interact with Legos. This is a show for uber Lego fans, but it's also for folks who may just want to learn more about why people spend hundreds of dollars on these little plastic bricks. I will try to define all the Lego-y terms you might hear, like AFOL, snot, or dark bluish gray, or more commonly known as blay. I'll speak with guests, both celebrities within the Lego fandom and people outside of it who view Lego in a different light than us fans. I'll talk about the method behind reviewing Lego sets, the debate between custom and purist minifigs, and just what in the world price per piece means, and what that number should be. I hope you walk away from this show with more of an appreciation for Legos, and if you're already a fan, then more pride in this really cool, creative, layered hobby. Question 3. Why in the world should you listen to me? Great question. Aside from being a lifelong Lego lover, I am also a Lego reviewer. My reviews have been published on fan sites like Eurobricks.com and From Bricks to Bothans. Most recently on TikTok, I reviewed the 2024 Disney Advent Calendar while eating hot wings. And honestly, the spices weren't the most challenging part of that journey. I'm also a news reporter, news producer, and surprise, surprise, podcaster. I hope to bring both authenticity, as I am a Lego fan who did spend $270 on the Shire set, and credibility as a reporter to this show. Question 4. How will the show be formatted? Each episode will be consistent, so you'll know what you're getting into. First, I'll give a little information and context for the topic, then an interview with a guest or multiple guests. Patreon supporters will also get a bonus section in each episode that could be going more in-depth with a guest, talking about a subject you might find interesting, or any other extra content that amplifies the episode. Question 5. Share your ideas with me. Okay, that's not a question, but I do want to hear from you. I want this show to be a conversation between AFOLs. So you can email clutchpowerpod@gmail.com with any show ideas, comments, or otherwise. My contact info is also in the show notes. Let's get into some more personal questions. Question 6. What is my Lego white whale? I remember getting the Lego Shop at Home catalog in 2003 and seeing this 2-page spread for the Lego Star Wars Cloud City set, which is not a hot take. Everybody wants this set. These days, the set is mainly coveted for the Boba Fett minifig, which new runs for about $1,900 on Bricklink. But when I was a kid, I already had a Boba Fett minifig. I wanted the Lando minifig, which was the only set Lando would be in for 3 years. And even then, I didn't want the skiff guard Lando who came with Jabba's sail barge. I wanted the blue shirt, two-tone cape, black hair Lando from the Cloud City set. So yes, I still want that set, mainly for the minifig. And if I go on Bricklink right now, it costs a paltry $417 for a new Lando. Question 7. What's my favorite Lego memory? So I actually have two, one from childhood and one more recent. As a kid, I was really into the collectible minifigures. I first got into them with Series 2 and had managed to collect all the minifigs from Series 3, but when Series 4 came out, I was committed to get all 16 minifigs as soon as possible. So the night they came out, after school and after dinner, I had my dad drive me to Toys R Us so I could start feeling the bags. This was long before the days of scanning barcodes with your phone. Back then, you had to do your best to feel the parts through a thin sheet of plastic, and it took 3 hours. And I am grateful for my father for humoring me for that long, because that is a long time. But I walked away with 16 minifig bags. And once I got home, I opened them, excited to see that I had gotten 13 unique minifigures and 3 garden gnomes. So I dragged my dad to Toys R Us the next day and fixed my mistake. My second favorite memory happened earlier this year. My girlfriend was giving up her car, a car that she had basically been raised in. It was really emotional for her, and I wanted a way for her to remember that car and all of those memories. So in secret, I designed a Lego replica of her car in Stud.io, which is a digital Lego building software. I designed instructions and I shipped the pieces from Bricklink. Then I had her build it without telling her what it was. I got to see her put the pieces together, and that moment of realization on her face still sticks with me. And I would bet it was the exact same expression I had on my face at 2 years old when I realized I could transform these 12 little pieces into a boat. And that's why we do this, right? Because Lego should bring us joy inherently. For me, it's therapeutic. I can relax after a long day and work on a MOC, which stands for my own creation, a fancy term for a custom model. Other people build sets and display them. Other people decorate their house with Lego flowers and wreaths. You can do whatever you want with Lego. That's the magic of it. There's no wrong way to do it. If it brings you joy, then you're doing it right. I can't wait to share more episodes of this show with you, and I'm excited to see where we go. Have a good night, and stay connected.